Welcome back to the 7th episode of Learning Python Programming. The smiley faces drawn by you all made my day. Thank you everyone for following our series thoroughly. For today's lesson, we will learn about loops in turtle programming in Python and its advantages as well.
Hello students, hope you are doing well. Welcome to another exciting chapter that is for loops and turtle drawing. Here you will learn how for loops work, its advantages and different activities using turtle programming. Generally, in any programming language, we use for loops when we want the programming to repeat a certain code a number of times. For example, if we want to make the program to print numbers from 1 to 10 without loops, you would use print function for 10 times like this. Now imagine if you have to print numbers until 100, and it's a lot of work if you use print function. Here we can take help of loops. The advantage of using loops are it will minimize the number of lines of code we are writing. Clean coding, better understanding of code, and less effort. In Python, we have two types of loops, for loop and while loop. In this level, you will study for loop. Here is the syntax and explanation of for loop. We use for as the keyword to use for loop. Let's do the small code. As you can see, we are creating a variable called numbers and printing its value. To repeat the loop, we are using range function and giving 1,11 as argument within brackets so that the loop will run for 10 times and print numbers from 1 to 10. Run the code. As you can see, it's printing values 1 to 10. Confused that we have mentioned 11 and printing values from 1 to 10? Well, that is the property of the for loop. It will consider one value less than the last value. As you can observe, we have to leave some space before writing print or any other lines within the for loop. Because unlike other programming language in Python, we don't use any brackets or symbols to indicate loop body. Hence, the space also called indentation will help programs to understand which lines are to be considered with for loops or any other blocks. Now, give it a try and code the for loop without indentation. It will give your indentation error like this. Awesome students. Stay tuned for next interesting and fun activities in next section. Till then, happy coding.
Loops in turtle programming is really helpful. Instead of writing print 100 times, we can ask computer to print the numbers from 1 to 100 in just one statement. That is really amazing, right? How about for practice, we can ask the computer to print the numbers from 1 to 500. Practice the functions of loop in our Clevered AI Labs. Here is how you can log in to Clevered's AI Lab and write your own code. Here is how you can log in to Clevered's AI Labs and write your own code. Step 1. Visit www.ailabs.com. Step 2. Click here to sign up and enter your details. Step 3. After registering, you will receive verification email. Once you verify your email, you will get the credential to log in and start creating your first Python project. Happy coding!